What is the difference between probability and statistics?
You may have heard the terms probability and statistics mentioned together at school. Your textbook may even be called Probability and Statistics, and people often speak of the two concepts as if they were one. But are probability and statistics really the same? Or are they different? Probability and statistics are closely related, but they play slightly different roles. Probability is used to predict the future, while statistics is used to analyze what has already happened. That is why statistics is often described as the study of the past, while probability is described as the study of the future. For example, imagine you are wondering whether it will rain tomorrow. The Weather Service analyzes past weather data to calculate the chance of rain. Analyzing past data is statistics, while using that information to predict tomorrow's weather is probability. Does that seem a little strange? Once tomorrow has passed, what was once the future becomes the past. Likewise, yesterday's weather was once part of the future. So although probability and statistics are different fields, they are always connected. We usually use probability when we know all the possible outcomes. For example, when we toss a coin, there are two possible results. They are head and tails. So the probability of getting heads is 1/2. What about a die? There are 6 possible outcomes, from 1 to 6, so the probability of rolling a 1 is 1/6. In this way, probability helps us predict future outcomes when we know the possible cases. Statistics, on the other hand, works a little differently. For example, suppose we want to know the average height of students at a school. Measuring every student is not easy. So we survey only some students and use the results to estimate the average height of the entire school. This is statistical thinking. Let us look at an even simpler example. A drawer contains black socks and white socks. If we know there are 8 black socks and 2 white socks, we can easily calculate the probability of choosing a white sock. This is a probability problem. Now, suppose we cannot look inside the drawer. Instead, we take out a sock, put it back, and repeat this experiment 100 times. We get a black sock 78 times and a white sock 22 times. From these results, we might guess that there are more black socks than white socks. That is statistics. Probability uses known causes to predict results, while statistics uses results to infer causes. How can we summarize the relationship between probability and statistics in one sentence? Probability predicts data from a model, while statistics finds a model from data. That is why the two fields need each other. We use statistics to build a model, then use that model to calculate probabilities. Then we revise the model using newly collected data. Today, statistics is not simply about organizing numbers. It has become an important tool for advancing society and science. In the past, statistics focused on collecting and organizing data, such as census data and tax records. The goal of statisticians at the time was to understand the current situation accurately. However, statistics changed greatly in the 20th century. It developed from a field that simply recorded the past into one that could predict the future. This is called inferential statistics. The word inference contains an important idea. That idea is uncertainty. For example, suppose a survey of 1,000 people finds that 52% support a certain candidate. This does not mean that exactly 52% of the entire population supports that candidate. There may be errors in the survey process. In fact, statistics can be described as the study of measuring such errors. People in the past thought of errors as simple mistakes. They believed that errors should be eliminated whenever possible. However, modern statistics recognizes that errors can contain important information. For example, by studying students whose test scores are much higher or lower than average, we may discover unique study methods or lifestyle habits. An error is not simply a mistake. It can be a clue that leads to a new discovery. This idea has also had a major impact on the development of science. Today, Medicine, economics, meteorology, and artificial intelligence all use statistics and probability to analyze uncertainty. AI analyzes large amounts of data statistically to find patterns, then uses those patterns to make probabilistic predictions about the future. The search engines, video recommendation services, and ChatGPT we use all rely on probability and statistics. We often think that only the right answer matters. But in reality, there are many more situations where we do not know the answer. That is why the ability to make accurate predictions is so important in modern society. Probability and statistics help us develop that ability.
They are tools that help us make better decisions in an uncertain world. You will make countless choices throughout your life. There will be many times when it is difficult to find a certain answer. In those situations, someone who understands probability and statistics can become more than a person who simply works with numbers. They can become someone who interprets an uncertain world wisely. Perhaps that is exactly the kind of person future society needs most.